power button. Next are the buttons on here. Cabin lights, so obviously we'll hit the cabin lights and then you see it lights everything else up in the van. Next one across, got view levels. So what this is showing us now, this is the condition of the leisure battery, this is the condition of the vehicle battery. You've got the waste tank here, which is obviously on 0, and then this is your freshwater tank. It is saying 0 at the minute. I've literally just stuck enough water in it so I can show you the demonstration. But obviously when you filled it up, it will indicate that you're full up here, and then vice versa, when your waste tank's full, the little LED lights will move up to let you know how full or empty you are. So the other little lights, there's obviously the little light which lets you know the power's on. The one on the little post with the lightning strike indicates we're plugged into the mains electric. And then the one inside here just lets us know that we're running off the leisure battery. So when you're on the site, they're the 3 lights that you want to see as such. Then you know you're pulling off the right power there. So next one across, water pump. That literally switches on the water pump. It'll beep at us now because it says the tank's empty. The tank's not empty, but you can just silence it by pressing view levels. But that's just a warning to let you know that your water's running low. Okay. Next one across, frost protect. What this is for is inside your water tank, which is underneath the floor here. So it's underneath us here. It's got an element inside there, and if the temperature drops down a certain level, what it does is activate that element so it doesn't freeze up in that tank. So if you're away in, I don't know, if you take it skiing or anything like that, it will stop that tank from freezing so you can still have running water and things in it. The only thing you may find in really cold climates is you'll find it may freeze up the waste tank as such, but it will always mean that you can have some running water in here. Okay. So, frost protect we've talked about, and view levels. Are you happy with the other controls on there? Does that make sense?
They're self-explanatory, aren't they?
Yeah, reasonably. Last one at the top is just the awning light, and the awning light is just the light that's on the outside of the motorhome now. Okay, let me just show you the view levels again. As you see, the vehicle battery's only at 13 volts. That's because the engine isn't running. Your leisure battery's at 13 volts. Your leisure battery's at 14 because it's been recharged by the battery charger. That's why you see more voltage. So this is where you can monitor how much power you're using. You can change over to the vehicle battery, but we don't advise that because obviously if you flatten that battery in the front, you're not going anywhere. Or at least if you flatten the battery in the back, you can still start off and drive. And obviously when you're driving down the road, it will charge up the batteries, all the relative batteries, as it goes along. Okay. So, light switch here, just does the little lights above your head there. Next one down here, now this is all your heating and hot water controls. It's very simple. All it is just click the little button and that'll light the screen up. So the first one, the little van, is for your heating, and all you do is click on it and there it is, and you literally just set the thermostat at whatever level you want your heating to come on. So it's the same as setting your thermostat at home. So if you want it to come on at 20 degrees, you just set it at 20 degrees.
Is that run the gas or the electricity?
Either or both.
Okay.
Or both. So the first one is literally your heating, your thermostat. The little flame comes on above it just to let you know that you've got your heating set as such. So next one across, the little thermostat, is your hot water. And this is as easy as hot water off, eco mode, which is about 40 degrees, hot, which is about 60 degrees, and then boost. Now, what the difference is in that, the first two are obviously just a difference in temperature. The boost mode, all that is say if you're all going to have showers, put that onto boost mode, and it draws the power away from the heating system and puts all its power into that water boiler for you. So all it means is it speeds up the process of heating up the water, because you've only got a 10-litre hot water tank. So you'll find the hotter you have it, the longer showers you can have. But obviously if you have certain people that may like a nice long shower, and they've used all the hot water, you have to wait.
Not me.
No, I know. I was just thinking of someone who can go on the campsite.
You have to wait for it to reheat back up again. It's not constant heat as such. Once that 10 litres of hot water's gone, you have to wait for it to heat back up before you can have more hot water. But that boost mode will just run and then automatically switch off. So I'll leave it on hot for now. So next one across, you said about the power. This one here is your power select now. So it will run on gas, mixed, which is gas and electric, mixed 2, which again is gas and electric, electric 1 and electric 2. So they're the different settings that it will run on. I'll explain the 1s and 2s. If I explain it in the electric first, it's the amount of power that's being sent to the unit. The more power you send to it, the quicker it will heat up. So the easiest way, think of good old Granny Ethel's electric bar fire. So electric 1 is 1 bar on, electric 2 is the 2 elements going at the same time. So it just speeds up the process of heating up your heating and your hot water. With the gas, obviously that's the most power you can give it, is to run on the gas and the electric. So that's the fastest your heating system will heat up, and also the fastest way your water will heat up as well. Okay, that makes sense.
Can you leave it on kind of standby while you're out in the day if it's in the winter, so when you come in it's warmish?
Yeah, by all means. You can just literally set your temperature at whatever temperature you want. So say, I don't know, you want it at 18 or something, and just leave your van powered up. Obviously you can switch your lights off, so you can come up here and just knock all your lights off, and then just go out and just leave it like that.
So it won't be really freezing when you come in?
No, yeah, so it's nice and warm when you come in, and you know you've got hot water and you've got heating when you come back in. Okay. The only thing to show you here, do you see the hot water one flashing there now? When they're flashing, it means they're coming up to temperature, or they're working. You see that the heating one is a solid one at the minute, so that means it's at temperature and it doesn't need to do anything. When you see them flashing, it means they're heating up and coming up to temperature. So one on the end is the fan. So this is the fan. Obviously it's air blown, so it heats up air inside the boiler for your hot water, for your hot heating. Heats up the air and then circulates that hot air around the van. This is literally the fan to run it. It's eco mode, high. There is also a boost, the same as the hot water, but it won't let me select it now because there's not enough of a temperature jump. So imagine if you get in here and it's 10 degrees and you want your heating on 20, it'll let you select boost then. And what it does, the opposite of the hot water boost, it takes the power away from the hot water and puts all its power into your heating system, so it just speeds up the process of heating up the van for you. Okay. So that's that one. So we're now down on the one at the bottom here. Now what this is a timer. So you can literally set start timer when you want it to come on, when you want it to come off, what you want on, so how hot you want your heating and how hot you want your hot water and what power you want to run off. So you know how I've talked through that whole top menu, you can literally set a timer so it will automatically come on and automatically switch off. Next one across on the bottom is just literally the clock. You'll find though when you've switched it off, so you know I hit that shutdown button, it will wipe the time and things like that. So you may find that when you come to it, you just have to set the time. But obviously as long as you don't hit that shutdown button, the time and things will be stored in there for you. Next one, so the little spanner. First one is offset. So there's a temperature on there, which obviously lets us know what the temperature is in here. But if you've got a separate thermostat in here and there's a slight difference between it, you can offset this so it matches your other thermostat, so you're happy at what level it is.
So that's more of a sort of setting.
Yeah, the little spanner's just the settings now. So yeah, so offset temperature, you can change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Brightness, just the brightness for the screen. Oh, let's go back to it again. So offset, temperature, brightness, 12 or 24 hour clock. Language, if you want to speak French or German to it. Index just brings up the code for the unit. And good old reset. So the same as anything electrical nowadays, if it's playing up and not doing what it's told, you can just hit that reset and that will just reboot the system for you. And that's it.
Do you need to turn that off now if we haven't got much water in the hot tank? I'm worried about that.
No, your hot tank's absolutely fine. Your tank's full of water at the minute.
Oh right, okay.
So that's fine, that's fine. I've put enough, I've probably put a good sort of 10 litres in it, but it's daft as it is because the tank's so big. Imagine by the time I put 10 litres in that and then pulled it all around the system of the van, and there's enough water in it. You can't do any damage. Plus in these modern boilers, the element will shut off if there's not enough water present.
Okay.
So it will only heat up when there's water present in the tank, so you can't go burning any elements out or anything. Okay, happy so far?
Yeah, what's that? Oh.
Right, carbon monoxide.
Okay.
You haven't got sensitive hearing, have you? A little bit.
No, it's fine. Yeah.
That's your carbon monoxide.
And that's the fire one and the smoke.
Yeah, smoke.
Yeah, you're not going to sleep for that, are you?
No. Well, I hope you wouldn't. Obviously, light switches. I've shown you that one above the door. These two here. So that's obviously the one directly above the door. Now, I was flicking the other one for ages, thinking, where is this light switch? Look by your feet.
Oh yeah.
See? So yeah, it's got some little marker lights on the bottom, so they're good if anyone goes to the toilet or something in the night. They can just put a little light on, but rather than putting a big massive one on. So, keep coming down into the kitchen. So, got some more light switches here. Again, one's for the splashback at the thing, and then the other one's for the cupboards, top of the cupboards. Okay, we'll do your fridge first.